How's it, everybody? If you remember from last part, we just got this castle down, and camels, elite skirmishers, crossbowmen, they're flying in, trying to kill us, and same with these guys. Alright, pikemen, I'm sick and tired of seeing you, to be honest. I'm putting you all in an aggressive stance now, because I'm tired of getting ravaged over there by scraggly units that I like to refer to as archers and pikemen. And I don't need El Cid doing all the fighting here. Do I have a monk? Do I have a monk ready? Can I get a missionary ready? No, I need a missionary, apparently. Hey, no. Alright, that's enough. That's enough. Get back over here to the base. Alright, so send them back to work. Continue to kill, or take out this mining camp. Once you do, and this thing's all done, you don't have to worry about as many units coming for you, because they won't really recognize you on the map. Obviously, we already got this stone pile over here, so we can't get that anymore. You want to get some gold now. That's your primary focus, and that guy looks like he's going to be out of there pretty soon. And these guys you want to bring over here to a different location for lumber. Obviously, there's not much that you can get an output of lumber from over there, and it's just kind of pieced together. So you're better off going to a big chunk of forest. Hey, you know what to fire at. Hey, don't be picking the nose. Let's go. Alright, so here's our missionary, and for the first time we get to use a missionary. A missionary is like a normal monk. He looks a bit odd and looks a bit uncomfortable on his horse, but he's quicker than a normal monk, obviously, but he cannot pick up relics, which is unfortunate. But that's just kind of a bonus. Now this is looking good. How are these guys doing? You want to monitor them and keep bringing them down here. You will run into a good chunk of trees. I'm not sure if it's all the way down south or I've used that one in the past. Here it is, I believe. Of course I'm being attacked by the Moorish rebels, so you're going to continue to get raids from them. You can put a lumber camp down now, and obviously once we get enough stone, ideally you want to get enough stone. Hey, no. How does he even get in there? Alright, so I recommend building another monastery here or a town center to either heal up some of these villagers that you have, or to continue to make some more villagers. And that guy's doing good. One missionary's taking a while. And let's produce some more villagers because we had the opportunity to. Or let's go town watch first. This will allow you to see around the bend of this forest a little bit more with your castle. And that mining camp will be done pretty soon. And they'll send guys over here, villagers and the such, to get some wood, and that can stunt them economically as you continue to take them out, as they tend to use a lot of crossbowmen and elite skirmishers, and you need wood to produce those units, so it'll help us out. And okay, so where do I have the rally point sent? Alright, get about 4 of them to start out with. You want to get a fortified wall ready as well, because you're going to need pretty good walls. I guess it's not really important to have fortified walls or stone walls, but you want to have walls nonetheless, because you're going to need to reinforce this, and this other route right there. So what's that? He looks like a scout. And do I have an idle villager somewhere? Hey, I don't like this. You going from that villager? All right. Let's check this out. Oh, I see what you were doing. You didn't want to farm anymore. You wanted to get off the job and do something easier. Okay, so now we can put a blacksmith down. Obviously, we're still Spaniards. Unfortunately, we won't be Spain in the next scenario, so we're gonna have to enjoy being Spain for right now, because we're gonna have to be the Saracens in the next scenario. That's not a bad thing. There's some similarities between the two in terms of naval output, but it's not ideal. And let's see how many more farmers we should get. About 1 more farmer. How many? You got any fishing ships out? Get a couple of them. That should be okay for food production right now. And get these upgrades. So he's done. Just continue to build buildings that you think you're going to need. So now we can build these walls. Kind of like we did in the Catalonian fields. You can just wall these off nice and easy. This really helps right here, because you don't have to deal with walling shallows off. And see what I'm saying? They tend not to bring as many camels once this mining camp's done, so you can sit here and rest easy for a while with these villagers. And I think there's one more stone pile somewhere on the map. And now that you get a knight coming at you, be aware for oncoming Spanish. What is this? Oh yeah, that is startling me, I have to say. Okay, so this guy, he can stay back. Have him build some of the unit producing structures that you're finally going to need. And these pavilions are important actually because they do support your population limit. We'll get the max 100 population limit primarily due to castles pretty soon here. Who are you attacking? You went from an archer? Not a big deal. And I think I said sometime that this...
This is our well, my seed. Though you may drink of it if you wish. I am Motamid of the Moors. If it is true that you have come to restore order to Toledo, then you have my gratitude.
Like, why are you bringing up this? Why are you bringing this up to me right now? Like, why are you doing that? I mean, that's very random. You're telling me your name now as well. Like, out of place a little bit, maybe, yeah. All right, so try to get these guys back into your base here. Okay, so that's okay. Have them drop it off at the mining camp. And I recommend now building a town center over here as well. This doesn't look good. Not looking good. Don't convert. Alright, so go for the archer and the long swordsman. I can do without them. And now we're going to get some... we can't get hussars, but we can get plenty of light cavalry if we need it. And now building that town center. Have them go back there. Continue to get stone. And how are these guys doing? Okay, good. I recommend walling off this shallows.
My seed. If you wish to build castles,
I see it.
Of stone. My scouts have located a large quarry to the southeast that may be of interest.
Like what scouts? What scouts do you have? Seriously? You don't have any scouts. You have a market and a couple houses. Oh, you do have a camel. My bad. It's not doing any scouting though. So get off me, Motami. You're going to get in my face. Not in my face, but you're going to be useless for me in the next scenario as well. I mean, I could get rid of a couple of your buildings, but I would have to put you as a neutral. But you got a castle sitting in the middle of your base that would kill all my units. You'll understand that more later on. Now get the stable up. You can put it right there because you're probably not going to be using that lumber, that forest, anytime soon. And now you can get a castle up right here. Don't you go for my villagers. You can get a castle up right here now. I recommend putting it... Probably want to put it right there because then you can take advantage of any units that are far away from your walls. As I extend it out just a little bit further than I would like to. Okay, so are you done? Any idle village? No, very good. And this will allow us to continue to produce villagers over here if we want. And then branch off and easily take down... There's a town center over there that the Moorish rebels, excuse me, have. So, alright. Ballistics, it's time to get that. Get some more upgrades, squires. Basically churn out the upgrades right now. This long swordsman better not be... Alright, you better not go over there. Okay. Light cavalry, beautiful. And I do not recommend getting the archery range because you're going to have conquistadors and there's really no need to get it, so I'm not going to make an archery range. I do recommend making a siege workshop though, because battering rams are going to be very useful. And put it over there. And I'm just going to try to see if I can convert him back over with my missionary. Okay. Yeah, he'll be ours in a second. Beautiful. And these upgrades are pretty expensive. So if you have the gold to get them, I recommend getting them. And now that I speak of gold, bring some more villagers over here. Continue to get that, and this looks good, so you can have them over here and wall off this bridge now. And seriously, like the attacks that you're going to receive from both the Spanish rebels and the Moorish rebels are very weak. They consist of all the units you've seen so far, and for some reason the Spanish rebels don't bring.
My seed, if you're in need of food, might I suggest fishing from the...
I mean, Captain Obvious. No, Admiral Obvious. Isn't that more commendable? Not commendable. Okay. Alright, so have him over here. Build this other part of the wall. Make sure there's no room there. And that is continuing to be a nice economic boost. Or decline, not boost, but dwindler for them. And that's a big gold mine, and there's another gold mine that you have right here. You can basically switch these units off There's also another gold mine right there that you can take advantage of, but I'd like to scout out more of the map, and you don't have spies and treason, so you can't scout out as much as you'd like to easily. And there's a lot of mountains that you're not going to be able to delve into either, so if you can't get to certain places, don't worry about it too much. Alright, so now we can build a market. I recommend putting the market somewhere around here. It's a nice quick drop over there. Obviously, it's not going to be that much gold, but we do have a 33% increase in the payoff that we get from trading when you're the Spaniards. Alright, so not a problem if you lose a couple villagers here. You can try to get some monks over here, and alright, just plop them in. You can try to get some monks into here and convert some of their units, but I believe at this point they do have hearsay, so you won't be getting them to your side. I'm gonna get herbal medicine because I probably will be do some healing on my units as we go on. And no Imperial Age once again, so this is all that you're going to get from the Blacksmith upgrades. Don't worry about getting a guard tower upgrade. It's not that necessary. And we got a nice sign there. What does that say? Can't really read it. Alright, anyways. So continue on to this with this path, and that guy will get healed up soon. It would be interesting if villagers that got hurt or injured during battle, lost hit points or whatever, they would work less efficient, like Chrono Miners do in Command & Conquer. I think that would be an interesting addition. Not really necessary, just kind of nitpicking on my part, but I think that kind of stuff is cool. But Age of Empires did a lot of cool stuff nonetheless. I've been getting some requests for other games to do as far as walkthroughs. I have a lot. Obviously, I do Pokemon Blue right now. I'm working on getting Renegade, CNC Renegade, which is an FPS up. But as far as RTS games, I have a ton on my list. Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds, because you guys have recommended that to me, similar to Age of Empires. Some other Age of Empires games, Age of Mythology, and hopefully Age of Empires 1 for sure. So I got a bunch of RTS games out there, so don't worry if you're thinking there's a lack of RTS games available for me to do. I got plenty of them stored away. But thanks for recommending them to me. So we got 10 of those guys right now. Check out how many lumberjacks. We could use another lumberjack. No lumberjills, sorry. Once again, no more lumberjills. And now that we have trade carts, we can plot them over there. I don't know if Caravan is already... I don't believe Caravan... Actually, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Caravan is... he's more of the scout. You a scout? Your monk... The monks that you have are your scouts, apparently. You got some slow scouts. Alright? I'm just telling you that. It's what it is. Face value, they're slow scouts. Alright, so I need to wall this off. That was stupid. Should have got that walled off a little bit quicker. And Spanish rebels should be coming here pretty soon now. You can get a couple more units to help defend you for a while. Obviously, you're not going to be ranged units because Conquistadors will do that, and I don't have an archery range up right now. And your monks, you're going to want to have sanctity at least, because you're going to go in there and get the relics out of the Moorish rebels and the Spanish rebels base. The nice thing is that the Moorish rebels and the Spanish rebels are not very intelligent foes. So I'm going to convert that guy. Hey, stay away from him. The Moorish rebels and the Spanish rebels aren't very intelligent, so they don't use all the relics that they have. They only use... Hey, continue to chase him, please. All right. Where the heck is he? Long swordsman has slipped away from me, apparently. Where is the long swordsman? The elusive long swordsman. Oh, I see you. I see a little blip on the radar over here. I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you. Where are you, long swordsman? No more music. I'm sorry about that. And this appears to be my long swordsman, just based on the upgrades. And I don't believe the Spanish rebels do produce some long swordsmen. The Moorish rebels tend to not. So you're ready now, nice and healed up after a nice rest. A hot bowl of soup, get you healed up. And you know, that would be nice. You want to get hearsay for sure, because they will use a lot of monks in there. And I believe I'm saying that right. I believe I'm saying hearsay right. Okay. So you can assault from this angle. I tend to prefer to take that angle to the west. And I'm going to make some light cavalry to now scout out the lands. Slowly but surely, you're going to use some petards to take down a couple gates. The Spanish rebels tend to not be as interior located. They're more on the exterior of the base. And once again, you want to build. And That will be a good spot for it. Take advantage of the bridge the best. But the Spanish rebels units and structures tend to be on the outside, and then the Moorish rebels are more towards the inside. Back to the relics thing that I was talking about a little bit ago. About that, what I was trying to say is that there are 2 other relics that are in monasteries. One for each the Spanish rebels and the Moorish rebels. One relic is with a monk inside a palisade wall, kind of like the Horns of Hatton a little bit, which is kind of stupid, not using the gold. And another one's in a castle that the Moorish rebels have, and that doesn't account for any gold for them, which is a total waste. So we're very thankful that they don't get as much gold as they could. And let's check out, see if you have any more upgrades you should get. Recommend getting Fervor. That might help if you're trying to convert some of their units. But those are all the upgrades that you should worry about getting. Obviously, we need another castle right there in case we get hit from over here. You can make some guard towers, though, so I actually, to save some of my stone, I might make a guard tower right here because it tends to get in the way. And you tend to get hit more so on these 2 routes. So actually, I'm going to rescind that saying you don't need the guard tower. I recommend getting the guard tower in place of some of the castles just for right here, because if you put a castle down right here, you notice that there's no room for units to get by, and that tends to chop things up. More micromanaging that you need to garrison units, go through all that ordeal. So let's put him right there. You want to get about 2 of them if you can, both on this side, because that other side won't be able to take advantage of the guard tower as much. And obviously there are 4, you probably know this, you can't use any cannon galleons, unfortunately, because you're not in the Imperial Age, but you can use battering rams or petards to take out these guard towers. They're just kind of an annoying quadrant of guard towers right here that is nice to get rid of. Hey, bad decision. Everybody loves taking this route right through the enemies, and then you die usually. So we can scout out more with these light cavalry now. I recommend scouting out all this pond so you can take advantage of all the food that is in this river and the pond, or the lake as the Imam or Mu'tamid calls it. And now that these guys are done with the stone, we can have them head right back up to this gold pile right there and unite with the rest of those miners. There's another gold pile right there that you can get, but we're going to get this one next just because it's in our base and we want to use that first. And it's kind of in enemy territory if we go for that gold mine to start out with. Alright, so those guys will go down, no problem. Keep scouting this riverside right here and go through this gate, and we're going to get an idea of what the Spanish rebels' exterior defenses look like. They have a castle. Both the Spanish rebels and the Moorish rebels have their own castle, but there's tons of guard towers laying around the map that you're going to have to be concerned about. They can peck away at your units for sure. So definitely getting those blacksmith upgrades will help your units in their range defense, their arrow defense, armor piercing, whatever you would want to call it. So I'm going to let the phone ring. I'm not going to answer it right now. And check this out to the west. Check this out. Good. And continue to head down this path. And we'll see if, I don't know. I don't know exactly how far away this gate is. Oh, it's right there. It's right on the edge of this road. So send these light cavalry back up here, and we're going to scout this way. Actually, I'm going to send my units through this little gate and scout out this area. There's a gold pile right there that can be used for sure. And now that these villagers are ready and not being idiots, we can send them over here, build up that guard tower, and using that gold pile very efficiently. And how much more? Oh, archers! Why in the world are you over there? Okay. Well, let's head back over there. And light cavalry, I don't know what you're doing over here either. So, got about a minute left in this video. I'm going to queue up some farms. Hotkey is F, by the way. I thought I'd throw that in there. And the fishing ships are not doing too much, so I'm going to scout out the rest of this pond. See where there's some more fish there. Obviously, it'll show up on your map. Check the economic indicator. There's some perch. There's some shore fish. So we can get some perch right now. You can obviously build some fish traps. That's 100 wood, though, and that's quite a bit. It's even more than one fishing ship, so it's probably not worth it in the end. So about 20 seconds left in this part. Go for the wall. What are you going to do? Die? Boom. And these guys are working good. You can probably build another lumber camp somewhere closer to these trees, but there's not much, so we're not going to worry about that. So thanks for watching part 2 of The Enemy and My Enemy. I'll be picking up and taking on these guard towers and taking on this wall and breaching into their base next time.